Hello everyone, this is Meredith from Eat Stretch Explore. Today I have another full spoiler video for you. This time it's the Fall Welcome Box 2020 for CAUSEBOX. They released the full spoilers this morning, but I haven't had a chance to film until now. However, I did take a quick peek during my lunch break just because I was so curious about what the last two spoilers were. And let me just tell you straight off the bat, these are so great that I am even a cheapskate and I am considering adding a second subscription just to get this welcome box. So that should say something. So there are a couple of things I want to point out quickly. So if you don't care about this, maybe skip ahead a minute or so. The first thing is you can only customize your box as an annual subscriber, and that means that you will pay everything all up front. So you will be able to customize, and it'll also bring your per box price down to $49.95 per season plus tax. However, if you're like me and you don't want to make a full investment up front, you are able to also subscribe as a quarterly or seasonal subscriber. That will mean that you pay $5 extra per month, so it'll be $54.95 plus tax, and you will also not be able to customize your options. There are a couple of deals floating around out there, and I've linked a couple below. The first is if you want a free PMD microderm to be included in your fall welcome box. That's a $159 value. You can click that first link, and it'll get you a free microderm. Full disclosure, that's not my link, it's actually my friend's link. And then the second deal is that you can use my other link for $10 off your first box. I think I receive a small kickback, but these are not sponsored by CAUSEBOX. They don't know who I am. These are just my personal referrals for you as a member of CAUSEBOX. So obviously, if you have any friends who are CAUSEBOX members, just ask them for their links. They can provide them to you as well. Okay, so this is the design here for the fall welcome box. You'll see there are two different options. These are designed by the same artist as who designed the fall core box. You can see here that there is a kind of a magenta tone one and kind of more of a beige sort of sand colored one as well. The fall welcome box will have 4 options to customize, and again, that's if you're an annual subscriber, and then there will be 6 full-size items just for everyone in the box. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right into it here. So I'm just going to show these first 2 items. The first is customizable as an annual. So this is the PMD clean. Every box will have a PMD clean. The customizable portion is the color. So you can choose between berry, teal, and navy. So honestly, I received my navy one in my summer welcome box for 2020, and I've used it every day. And this device 100% pays for the entire box on itself. And I would also be willing to repurchase this device for $99. And that should say something considering what kind of person I am. I don't want to pay full price for anything. The second item in every box is going to be that Swell 17-ounce insulated bottle. So honestly, these first 2 items here were exactly the same as in the summer welcome box because I also received the Swell insulated bottle. So this is also not customizable, but there are quite a few variety of options here, as you can see as they flow through here, and CAUSEBOX will choose your pattern or your color for you. If you haven't used a Swell in the past, I would say definitely try to pick one up if you see one on sale, because it does definitely keep your hot beverages hot and your cold beverages cold for like a ridiculous amount of time. Like honestly, if you are drinking your cold beverage more than 24 hours afterwards, I probably would throw it out just because it sounds like it may be a little bit gross. The other thing, however, is it is slightly difficult to clean, but you are able to buy like cleaning tablets in like Target, or I guess if you're an Amazon shopper on Amazon, that sort of thing. The third item in the box is customizable, so it's either this or that. Unlike FabFitFun, you're not able to add on an additional item in that category for an additional fee. So once you choose one, you're one and done on this sort of category. So as an annual member, you're able to choose between the Pixie Mood Alley Tote or the Pepper and Vetiver Nesting Bowls. If you do decide to go with the Pixie Mood Alley Tote, there are 3 different colors for you to choose from: the honey, sage, and black. I personally received the sage color crossbody in my welcome box for summer, and it's a very beautiful color. I probably would not have chosen that on my own, but I'm quite happy that I gave CAUSEBOX the option of choosing the color for me, and I found out that that's a really great color for me. The thing about the Alley Tote is it does come with a separate pouch here for organization. And keep in mind that this is vegan leather, so depending on how you feel about that, it could go either way. The one criticism I've read online about the crossbody, I don't know anything about this Alley Tote, is that the material is quite stiff. However, I personally don't think that that is a criticism of it because I personally like really stiff and structured bags because I don't like all of my items kind of flopping around or really moving a lot. However, if you have a strong preference towards a certain like stiffness of your bag, you may want to reach out to customer service as Pixie Mood to kind of see what their gauge is of how stiff this bag is. The nesting bowls were in the summer 2020 box. Honestly, I really wanted that box. I just couldn't commit fast enough. It sold out in like 5 or 6 days, I think, and I just wasn't fast enough. That's why I got that summer welcome box. But this item is very loved among CAUSEBOX members. It comes in a set of 3, and they're 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And it just honestly looks like a great item. And so honestly, this welcome box is so great. Like with this 3rd spoiler, I was already like kind of getting my credit card out to purchase another box for my subscription. The 4th item here is going to be customizable for annual members. You choose either the Mira stainless steel nesting containers or the core bamboo serve set. I have seen the Mira stainless steel nesting containers in an add-on market, and I almost bought them there. It is a set of 3 different sizes, and they also have lids. The other item, the core bamboo serve set, was in the fall 2020 box. I received mine, but I haven't used it yet as a full disclosure. The one thing I would say is that it's slightly smaller than I thought it was going to be. However, I do like that it came with the spatula and the tongs. The 5th product is a choice between 4 different items. So honestly, when I looked at this during my lunch, I was kind of like confused by this. It's kind of like a set of random items. So on top of it being random, there's also a quite large range of values. It ranges from $8 to $56. So again, I'm the kind of person who doesn't look for the full like highest value possible in my box. I just want to make sure I use all of the items and they have a purpose in my life. So honestly, the $8 and the $10 options are great for me, but the other 2 options are also quite nice for this particular set. The first option for you is the Green Co. set of 10 reusable facial rounds. So this will be 10 facial rounds, and it comes in a laundry mesh bag. I personally wanted this in my fall 2020 box, but I received the basil plant instead. The second product in the selection is the Alt Cooking Hub Silicone Food Cover Set. This has an $8 value. It looks like it's a set of 6. This was available in the summer welcome box, but it wasn't in my particular box. I believe it's a set of 6, and I think it's different sizes if I'm seeing the pictures correctly online. The reviews are pretty high for this item. I just didn't receive it. I do have another sort of set like this, but it's not this particular brand. It does have a slight learning curve in terms of putting it on correctly, but after you figure that out, it's definitely a great option to get rid of those single-use plastics in your life like cling wrap. The third option in the 5th product is the Tribal Life Crisscross Cuff. Again, this was in the fall 2020 CAUSEBOX. The last 2 items actually were in the same category in the fall 2020 box. I personally did receive this item, but this was the one item in that category I didn't want to receive because I didn't have any use for it in my life. However, by looking at it, I knew that my mom would probably be interested in it. Honestly, when I was taking my photo for Instagram, she definitely saw it, and she definitely had her eyes widen, and she called dibs on it for her Christmas present, and I had already been kind of considering giving it to her for her Christmas present as well. It is in a nice rose gold finish, and it is slightly adjustable. The last item here is the Volum Love Scrub. So this is one of the 2 items that I did want to receive in my box, but I didn't receive it. However, I did see online that somebody was wanting to trade one of the items I received in my welcome box for summer for the Love Scrub, so I did take up that offer. I received it last week, and I've used it twice. I don't have a full review yet, but I can tell you that the first 2 times I've used it, I did think it was slightly more abrasive than I thought it would be. To me personally, it feels slightly more abrasive, even though I'm not rubbing hard or anything, than the St. Ives Apricot Scrub. That being said, however, my skin does feel slightly more smooth, and I don't know if that's a placebo effect, if it's the hyaluronic acid, or if it's because of the skin getting exfoliated, but that's just been what I've seen in the past 2 uses. The one thing I would like to point out, however, is if you have sensitivity to any scents, I would probably steer clear of this item. It is quite scented. However, I don't think it's any sort of added fragrance. It's just the different oils that they use within the scrub itself. The scent is kind of like a fresh spa sort of herbal scent. It kind of doesn't make much sense, but if you try it out, you'll kind of figure it out. When you just open the container, it smells like spa, but once you start rubbing it on your face, it definitely changes to more of an earthy herbal scent. So again, I would probably recommend steering clear of this if you are sensitive to scents at all, or if your skin is on more of like the sensitive side in terms of touch. Finally, the sixth item is going to be in everyone's box, and this was also in everyone's box for the fall 2020 box. This is the Way of Will Brightening Face Serum. So I've used it for about 3.5 weeks now, and I would say that when I first started using it, I was using it on my face. However, my face is usually very dry, and this made my face overhydrated. If that makes sense at all. Like, I never thought that was possible, but it definitely happened. So I stopped using it on my face, and I started just concentrating only on my legs and my arms where I had some hyperpigmentation or some scarring. So I only made that switch about 1.5 weeks ago, so I don't have a full review yet, but I can say that it is starting to lighten some of my scars that have been there for decades. So I have a few quick notes about this serum. The first is, since it is a vitamin C serum, make sure you up your SPF game. Make sure you never walk out into sunlight without having SPF on, because vitamin C does make your skin a little bit more reactive to sunlight. The second is, this is an oil-based serum. As a result, make sure you put this on as the last step in any sort of skincare routine. Otherwise, any other product that you apply after this will not be able to reach your skin because of the oil layer that this will add to your skincare. The last is that this also does have a scent. So I personally find it to be kind of a fruity sort of scent. What I described it as in my unboxing video is definitely on point. So if you are worried about scents, maybe look into this a little bit more in detail for the ingredients. It does have a lot of carrot oil as well, so keep that in mind. Those are the 6 product categories for the Fall Welcome Box 2020 for CAUSEBOX. Let me know if you're deciding to pick up a welcome box, because I'm kind of curious and I want to live vicariously through you. Let me know what you're going to customize or what you're hoping to see in your box. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video was very helpful and informative for you. As always, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week, especially because now it's the weekend. Thank you for watching again, and have a great day. Bye.